It's the He Mistook Her for a Swan Emergency Broadcasting System, Episode 16. 16 Candles. Hey everybody, it's episode 16. 16 candles, blah blah blah. Oh, we got news, shit's going on. You're not going to believe how much stuff is going on. We're up on Facebook, the old book of face. Here you can get us there at this magical address, and so we're gearing up. We got our social media thing going on. We're socially mediating everybody that we know and people we don't know as well. We're kind of trying to gear up to get ready to release our album, believe it or not, on August 9th. So 4 weeks from today. And we're pretty geared up about that. We got it. If any of you guys are band campers, not Camper Van Beethoven, that's different. If you're into the band camp, go over there and become our friends on Bandcamp as well. And here's the magical link for that. And so we're gearing up for all that. We're trying to get our shit together, trying to get our ducks in a row, as we said last week. And our ducks are starting to line up, like good ducks do. And so we're just trying to make that happen. And hopefully you guys will be on board with that and help us out with it. So other cool stuff that's happening. First off, got to tell you, a friend of He Mistook Her for a Swan, who actually created our logos. So our beautiful logos, our album cover and our little round logo and everything, has set up a new online store for cool, socially aware threads. Let's put it that way. You might know him. He used to be associated with the store Ironhead, which had tons of really cool stuff. Well, he's taken all that cool artistic inspiration and innovation, and he set up a new company, and it's called ParallelUniverseApparel. Go there and buy some stuff. It's cool. Like it's some yoga clothes, it's t-shirts, it's hoodies, and it's the same groovy kind of one of a kind or small batch runs of cool art, local artists and so on. He's out there in BC. So yeah, definitely check out Parallel Universe. He just launched this week. And if you're a yoga type person, and or if you got to get your head together, he's your man. Okay. It's National Daiquiri Day, and I've been thinking a lot about daiquiris lately. I want one. I fucking want one. Okay? But I don't have any rum. But I'm going to get some rum. So next episode, I should have like a smoking jacket, even though I don't smoke. I should get a smoking jacket and maybe a monocle. That'd be cool if I had a monocle. Where the hell am I going to get a monocle? Anyway, daiquiris, invented by some dude, American miner dude, Jennings Cox in the town of Daiquiri in Cuba in 1898. They just threw some shit together in a jigger and shook it up, and they said, "Wow, that's pretty tasty." So you're gonna need some light rum. Some people use the dark, but traditionally you want the light. You're gonna need some limes. Okay. Nice ripe limes, not like little cue balls, okay? We want nice, soft, fresh limes, and then you juice them, the fresh juice of the lime. None of this stuff out of the bottle, okay? You're going to need some sugar, and I don't mean just like white sugar. You're going to need some cane sugar. And in fact, you may need to mix that sugar with water and make syrup. That's really what you need to do. You need to make the rich syrup, okay? Then you need some ice. There's a debate about whether you use crushed ice or ice cubes. Crushed ice has a unreliable wetness, apparently. I did not know this. I'm not a bartender. Some of you are bartenders and know this, okay? I'm not. Or Some people recommend just using ice cubes. If you do that, maybe add just a couple drops of water. Shake that sucker up until your jigger's all frosty on the outside. Pour it in a glass. Don't fine strain it. That's daft. Fine straining is just some shitty yuppie thing that somebody came up with. Just strain it. It's okay. You get a couple ice cubes in there, get a little chipped ice. Don't worry. It's gonna be good. Oh man, I could use a daiquiri. Let's all have daiquiris, okay? On a sunny summer afternoon, socially distanced on the patio. Let's do that. It's Lizzie Borden's birthday. Yep. Lizzie Borden gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. Acquitted of the murder. Although, in general, the experts are kind of thinking, yeah, she probably did it. The whole 40 whacks thing was made up. I think she gave both of them a significant number of whacks, like 17 or something. And I guess the story just didn't hold together, and she got off and lived a not very happy life for the rest of her life because nobody would talk to her because she is a known whacker. She's a wackadoodle. All right. So that's your Lizzie. There's new book out about the folk star John Martyn. Folk, he covers a lot of ground, okay? But a lot of us know him as a folk guy who started off, in the 60s, closely associated with Nick Drake. And, actually wrote a song about Nick Drake called Solidaire, which is pretty well known. Actually, there's a great video on YouTube with him trying to do it, and he breaks a string, and there's a lot of swearing. It's great. Apparently a difficult man, but brilliant guitar player. Experimented with lots of open tunings, just like Nick Drake. Nick Drake, also a pretty fucking difficult guy. And apparently he's so antisocial that he would just show up at your house, not talk to you, eat your food, sleep in your spare room, and then piss off without saying thank you. And, John Martyn is a notorious curmudgeon as well, but a brilliant curmudgeon. There's a Heckle and Jekyll. I don't know. They're not the kind of guys you maybe want to invite for dinner. Maybe you do. I don't know. Invite them for dinner. See if they'll talk to you or if they'll just steal your cutlery. But anyway, new book. It's called The Small Hours, The Long Night of John Martyn. That sounds like a fun read, a little romp in the park. Yeah, so, there's some depression and abuse and general musical brilliance. So maybe you want to check it out. It's cool stuff. There's some new music coming out. They're re-releasing all of the Richard Thompson and Linda Thompson recordings from the 70s, from 72 to 80 or something, like 6 or 8 CD set. That's maybe more Richard and Linda Thompson than you need. But if you're a real fan, it's coming out. So dig that. Okay. What else is going on? So really, we're not going to dig into any Nick Drake songs or anything today, but we're kind of rolling it around in our heads whether maybe we should learn one or not. Colleen's all into it. I'm kind of I'll go along for the ride. Sure, he's a brilliant guitar player. Had no success while he was living. I think he put out 3 albums. None of them sold more than a couple thousand copies in his lifetime. So he died at age 26. Overdose of prescription antidepressants and fun and games. So, but then later on, some clever Trevor at the record company said, let's bundle all this up and throw it out again. And lo and behold, people loved it all of a sudden. People who had totally missed it first time around, and I guess the band The Cure, they love it. They took their name from one of his songs, and everybody loves him. Kate Bush, all those people. So he made a posthumous comeback, which is really yeah, not all that gratifying, but I guess, better than nothing. I'd rather my success be humus than posthumous. Nevertheless, we're going to, I think for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try and just give you guys a little concert footage. As you may notice, I have a different background than the green room. And that means I'm up a little closer to where the bunker is. And once in a while, Colleen is delivered in an armored vehicle. With a lot of snipers and stuff to make sure everything is good. And we come out on the deck here and we can play a couple tunes. And I hook up my recording gear and, there's dogs barking and some jerk goes by in a sea-doo, but whatever. We do what we can do, all right? We're not fucking magicians. If you wanted magicians, you'd be at a different site, wouldn't you? So we're going to do that. So I'm going to give you a couple songs here today, and we're going to try and keep doing this, because really that's who we are. We are He Mistook Her for a Swan, a Canadian folk duo who does dark and sad and beautiful songs for your listening pleasure and general misery. So I'm going to just pass it over to the deck there, and just keep in mind we're on the Book of Face, we're on the Camp of Band, we're gearing up to get our album out, and we're going to keep pestering you, just like little gnats, and there you go. So everybody just, I know things are opening up a little bit, and it seems to be backfiring a bit. A little bit backfiring, so be careful, okay? I mean, sure, if the pub's open and there's lots of room, go to the pub. But, don't lick the toilet seat, okay? Rule number 1, do not lick the toilet seat. All right, then. Everybody have a great week, and I'm going to leave you with a couple of songs freshly recorded up here near the bunker at an undisclosed northern location. Have a good one, people. Bye.
she turned away homeward with one star awake, like a swan in the evening moves over the lake. Last night I did dream that my dead love come in so softly. She entered, her feet made no din, and she turned her head to me, and then she did say, it will